So myself and Ellie are back in the kitchen, and this week we're off to Morocco. We're doing a beef kefta tagine. We're not going to use the traditional tagine, instead we're going to use our pot here and try and keep it as traditional as we can. So we're going to start off. Ellie's going to add some olive oil.
Yeah, olive oil, let's get it on. Oh, that's a lot.
That is hot.
Wow, there's smoke coming off.
Now we have 2 medium onions, which Ellie's going to throw in.
Onions.
Careful.
That's scary. They're like sizzling sausages.
Sizzling sausages. We're going to fry off the onion. We have a little bit of fresh garlic going in.
Can I do the other?
You have to fry these ones off first.
Oh, okay.
We'll give it a stir. Careful, it's hot.
Hotter than the last one.
Hotter than the last one. So we're just going to fry off the onions for a minute. There's 2 kind of small or medium onions in there. We're going to fry them off initially. And we're going to take out about half of a small onion, throw it back into here. Yeah. You keep stirring that for me slowly. So we can take out half of an onion, throw it back in here. I just want to split off one of the onions first because we're going to add it back into our beef. How's that looking?
Showing the blood.
Showing the blood. Looking good. Alright, so we're going to take out roughly half an onion.
You're loco. Thank you.
Now you can throw in the tomatoes for me.
Tomato? Where are the tomatoes?
So here we have 2 tins of chopped tomato. You pour it in for me. Give it a stir.
It looks like it's cold. Doesn't it?
It looks like it's cold. So traditionally, come on in.
And here I have my little sister, Grace.
Careful, it's hot. So do me a favour. You sit here for me. So traditionally the fresh tomatoes would be grated, but we've just used 2 tins of chopped tomatoes because I don't have the time nor the patience to be grating tomatoes. So here we have 2 or 2.5 teaspoons of parsley, and we have 2 or 2.5 teaspoons of coriander. So Ellie's going to stir those up for me.
I really like this, Daddy. It's looking good. I hope this is a yummy dinner.
Me too.
Because I love your famous cooking. You should be a chef one
You
day.
should be a chef one day. So we're going to season that. We're going to go a small bit of black pepper. And then here we have our spices. We have cumin, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of paprika, a little bit of salt. And
Paprika!
paprika. And Ellie's going to throw them in. Ready, 1, 2, 3.
Well,
Mix those up.
paprika. Paprika is the same color as these tomatoes.
It is the same colour. Yeah.
Kinda, because
Kinda.
the paprika is kind of light red and the tomatoes are kind of darkish red.
So we're going to go about a cup of water.
Make it rise a little.
Make it rise a little, isn't it?
Can I have a little bit of water to drink, like, please?
Made a drink yesterday. Now we're going to let that cook away for about 15 minutes. Put the lid on it. While that's cooking away, we're going to make our keftas. So here we have about 1.5 of mince. We'll throw in our onions.
Paprika.
It's not paprika. Throw in our onions. What are these?
That's olive oil.
It's not olive oil. What is it?
Green pepper.
Green pepper, good girl. You throw them in for me. So it's about half a green pepper.
Was that right?
We have half a teaspoon of coriander, half a teaspoon of parsley. We have a teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of paprika.
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 Papa knows.
Pour them all in for me.
Uh-huh.
What do you want to do? Do you mix them? So.
Yeah.
So the ones are wet. Do the dry ones.
Looking good.
Looking good. Now they're all mixed up.
Now they'll taste even yummier, right?
Taste even yummier now. So throw them in.
Get in their spices. And then paprika.
Now I'm going to season the beef. A bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. Now Ellie's going to get it with her hands. I'm going to bring it all together. So you can make it all squishy with your fingers.
Mm.
Yep. Go.
It feels so yucky. Ew. This is so gross. I've never done this before.
It's nice. Yeah. You did amazing. I'm going to bring it all together.
Can I try that? Mix it.
Yeah.
Do that.
Go.
You're still doing it. Now.
Now what we're going to do is make them into little meatballs. Alright, so we're going to make them about the size of a golf ball.
A golf ball.
A golf ball?
Golf ball.
So I'm going to make it.
Is that good?
Perfect. Alright, so you have about 1.5 pounds of steak mince.
Like this much?
Exactly.
Just put that into a ball.
Now if you want you can add egg or breadcrumb, even though breadcrumb isn't paleo, to help bind it all together. Got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 meatballs. Right, so that's our 14 meatballs created. When it comes to cooking the meatballs, you don't have to fry off the onions initially. If you don't like a strong onion flavour, fry them off, take that real, strong taste of onion out of it. If it doesn't bother you and you do like onions, you can just throw them straight in with the meat and bind it all together that way. So that's your preference. Right, so our beef kefta has been cooking away for about 45 minutes. Now traditionally an egg is added in at the end. They kind of poach an egg at the top. I've never tried that before, so today I'm going to try and stay as traditional as possible, and I'm going to poach 3 eggs. So what I'm going to do is remove the lid, pour in 3 eggs, cover it back up, let the eggs steam within the tagine, and hopefully end up with 3 perfectly poached eggs on top. Right, I'm going to attempt to add the eggs. I'm going to make a little well. Now I'm going to cover that back up. Let that cook for between 8 and 10 minutes.